Tonight I'm gonna start building this Lego Star Wars set again based on Rogue One, the Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. So I bought this when it first released. You can still see the price tag saying 170 Newton dollars. That was, I think, 9 years ago or something like that. Of course, set like this size with like 5 minifigures, it's gonna cost a lot more than $170. So I'm glad that I got this because it's the only set with the Krennic and also, well, K2 SO recently kind of appears in Alice, the latest set that based on Andor. So Director Krennic, Brody Rogue, Powell, and then you've got 2 more Imperial Death Troopers. So just just on the minifigures, it's actually a pretty good set. By opening this, but you can see, because I don't have like specific storage, so because of heat and other stuff, the tape already a little bit loose. But let's just get all the bags out. So it's actually not that many, so I don't anticipate finishing this tonight. And my plan is to like 10:45, so kind of maybe build like 3 bags and then do 2 more. Because I'm gonna do 2 parts because I just don't have the time to have another like speed build video, so I have to like split 2 parts. Otherwise, I'm not gonna get any sleep. But it's good that you got this protective bag. So it's actually not that much. It's like big box, but ain't that much. But again, me trying to sort out all the bags and talking too much kind of result in taking like more than 5 minutes before I can actually start building. So let's just cut this open. So open. I feel like not really though, because sometimes it's hard to cut things open. Oops. You know what? Just need to get rid of this so that I don't keep all this plastic anymore. And now just small sticker sheets. And you can see because there's no QR codes, that it's like quite an old set. But anyway, let's start building with that one. Hopefully there's like no missing pieces. I still haven't the Ninja Steam Markets, I still haven't like find the spare pieces to get that. That's why I haven't like done the review yet. But anyway, I think we've got the 2 Death Trooper first, I think. Oh no, actually, I think Krennic is also in this. So you actually get to build like 3 minifigures in the first pack. It's very rare nowadays because most of the time you get to build 1 minifigure only. So I guess back then then we've got also another cape or something for which figure, I don't know. Anyway, we've got a couple of capes. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Anyway, let's just get Director Krennic build first. Obviously, back then they're less variant in terms of the what's I'm trying to say. Less variant of the hair pieces. So, like modern days, you might get a better hair piece for Director Krennic, but it's still a really good minifigure. You need to pick them right. I mean, it does looks like him, but it might be a reuse of parts. I need to check like Bricklink or Brickset database to check, but it's a pretty cool minifigure. And yeah, this is the only set featuring him. I don't know if they will get any more Rogue One sets. So this is my second last. I still have the U-Wings. This reason I just opened up all the Rogue One set, of course, because watching Andor, such a great TV show. And then we've got the Death Trooper. I do have a double up battle pack that I haven't opened because I like to not that I'm intentionally building an army, but sometimes it just looks lonely to have only one or two of the troopers. So it's always good to have like at least 5. That's my bare minimum. Otherwise, it just looks really lonely. Because you really need to have at least 5 of the same minifigure to have some form of, I guess, atmosphere. Anyway, we've got the 2 blasters. When you buy battle pack, they'll give you the stud shooters, but when you buy big set like this, they give you the proper blaster. So it's always good to get weapons, because you don't often get weapons in like the set. So now, finally, we're gonna start. I wonder when is a good cutoff point, because I do want to keep, video a bit shorter nowadays. Because to be honest, it's not like entertaining drama series, or I have interesting talk, that kind of things happening in my life that kind of keep the conversation going, right? So it's gonna be crazy to have like 2-hour videos. I know some of my videos does end up having like 2 hours long, but just because of this, I try to keep the video a little bit shorter. So that means I might not be able to progress more than 2 bags sometimes, but it still makes sense, because personally, if the movie, like if the video is too long, then I need to reconsider, unless I'm telling a story, right? So yeah, so trying to keep video a little bit shorter rather than keep having like long big video. Now, problem is with shuttles like this, I don't really have a shelf. And it's not building, so I will need to consider where I'm gonna put this set, because it's not like huge, but I've got the Dark Falcon, the other ship based on the Obi-Wan series, and it's gonna take up space. The Onyx in the, it's not like, well, also I don't really into spaceship, so they kind of, you see, they are in a scale that not necessarily right. They're gonna miniature, kind of, scale down a little bit, because otherwise it'd be too expensive, right? So just because of that, it's like there isn't much play, but that's like play value. So anyway, the reason I bought this set purely because of the minifigure, because I liked the movie, and all this set. Just want to have all the characters, the main characters. I mean, they're not going to have like minor characters. There's a few minor characters in various sets. I don't know. I think I bought all of the Rogue One set. Maybe not. I need to again check the database and stuff. But here we are. We've got this. So far fairly straightforward. Definitely will take me a few days to finish this. And then got another. I do feel a little bit tired, so I might just stop at bag number 2 for the first part of the video, and then we can get the second part. Usually I do want to have a speed build video instead, but yeah, it's just not possible this week. Work's getting a little bit busy, got some complex stuff that require lots of brain power. Don't really have the head space. We need to get enough sleep, otherwise it's gonna make some huge mistakes. So anyway, this spec seems to be quite straightforward. Nothing complicated here. And then this one, right? So yes, really quite straightforward. Oh, this is the first time I built a shuttle like this. It does the body that looks very similar to the Obi-Wan one. So, but then in terms of the Imperial Shuttle, this is my first one. Again, I'm not a spaceship friend unless there's a really nice minifigure that I really want to share. I don't buy this kind of sets. So yeah, but here we are. So like for me, like the build will be quite refreshing, regardless of you know what the I don't know what is the right word, but you know what I mean. Everything seems fresh to me, so I wouldn't find it boring. But again, just due to the design, I know that you got left and right is symmetrical, so somewhere I might not enjoy the set as building, let's say, a unique building. I did have a thought that maybe I should start the Beauty and Beast castle, but then that's much taller, and it's like over 3,000 pieces, so I don't want to end up spending another few weeks on building set, because last time the Ninjago City Markets already took quite a while. But anyway, this is also another reason that I start building all the set, and some of the set kind of closer, easier to get it out. And if I able to vacate that space, I can set up a shelf around the area, and then some of the recent build set can put on the shelf, which is allow us, or not allow us, but allow me to reorganize the room, which I think is kind of important, because otherwise there are lots of new release coming out in 2 weeks times. The Gacha machine, the Simpson Krusty Burger, lots of sets. So yeah, I did think, oh, maybe I should wait for this discount, but I think I might just have to pay full price for a couple of sets, because they are looking really good. I mean, at least in my opinion, those are the set that, hey, I know I really wanted. Day one. Okay. What next then? Lots of things are happening underneath, so there's something new to me. But getting there to get the first set, not first set, the first back then. Interestingly, there's this part where they need to have stickers, but I want to have the smooth surface for the stickers, and this sticker number 1. These are actually very hard to apply because there's no flat edge at the end. It's kind of round. Okay. Yeah, so it's always difficult for stickers like this. So is it this one? I think so. Yep. Okay, and then another one. Okay. Alright. Stick it. It's good, such a big set, but there are actually not many stickers. Okay. This solid. So yeah, June August gonna be an expensive month just because of the number of sets that are releasing and the number of sets that I actually want, and some of them I do want multiple, especially some of the friends one, like so good, and you really want to get multiple to they kind of make a big shop or something like that. Okay, what's next? Okay, and yeah, I think I will stop at bag number 2, at least for the first part, because that's the only way that I could get another video out for the weekend. Okay, sometimes it's hard to get this. It really hurts my finger putting all this Technic pins into, because it goes in quite easily, but at the same time, sometimes it just needs that little push. Okay, and this goes here. Yeah. So it's actually quite interesting on how it's constructed. And then gonna flip onto this side. Yeah. Okay, hold it. It's always dropping thing. Okay, this one is easy. How come this one doesn't go in as? Okay, now this one goes into. Okay, so there's another. There's some interesting things going on, but here we are. I think we are getting first pack done pretty soon. Then we need to kind of flip back this side. So again, you know, I think it's gonna be a decent size, but still just a minifigure. For me, it's really just for the minifigure. So no doubt, don't want to lie. To be honest, it's like without the minifigure, will I actually buy this set? Probably not. Did I have? I'm not having fun, yeah, somewhat, but it's not as fun as a building. So it's like, hey, if they will release with similar thing, like, will I buy again? Probably not. Okay, so here. Okay, these are the parts where it gets complicated. Okay, and see, you're gonna easily hurt yourself, and I just did. Okay, so here we are. A couple of interesting things happening. Oops, this one. Okay. Okay, so oops. That's it for bag 1, and now we're gonna open bag number 2, which is pretty small. It's definitely gonna take me like 3 days to finish. Well, if I have 1 day to concentrate, then it will be, of course, can be done in a single day, but it's not realistic. I don't have that much spare time unless I retired. Still a long way. I can't believe I forgot to buy Lotto yesterday, and the price got taken away. Just too busy, with work and stuff, so just end up missing. I mean, it's good maybe, you know, the the odds of winning lottery is less than a video going viral on YouTube. So should spend more time. Maybe I should spend more time on figuring out how to build a community on this channel. I mean, there are audience, but not like, hey, there's like huge following or something like that. So a lots of views gonna depending on the stats and how YouTube want to do with my videos, rather than there's a community there, people eager to see what I upload or something like that. So it's not like that. So maybe we should think about how to do that, because I think that would be have a higher prospect on getting me more passive income. So yeah, and then we've got here. Okay, so pretty much the same thing, same sticker. It's funny though, it's like, the set is not designed with a very detailed interior, but you're still building lots of the interiors. And I do feel a little bit tired, so I'm not sure if I can carry on. Okay, so that's like where people kind of fly this thing. And really, I've got a few Star Wars spaceships, and if I build it all, then it'll free up quite a bit of space, to be honest. Okay, but some of them, like, it's actually having a significant increase in value. For example, I think this one's gonna cost you quite a lot nowadays. But I'm not a investor, and I have no plan to invest, because there's no point, to be honest. You see, especially in New Zealand, it's very hard to sell something with a premium price, and then the risk selling overseas is too high, given my location. The shipping is very expensive, so yeah. And when I'm in a situation, I can't really have anything kind of return in case something is oops. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, in case I need to deal with a return and refund, and there's too much risk to take on. Anyway, fact number 2 is gonna be shorter than I'm expected, but I think it may be a good thing, because I can stop my cutoff point before I'm getting too tired. Okay, just right here. I thought it's gonna be a seat or something like that, but I was wrong. Okay. What? How do you? Okay. We'll just maybe stick that and push it up another level, so kind of stuck there. I'm actually half asleep. Okay, now we have another. Well, actually, 2 of this, and then half of stickers already done, so that's good. Okay. Stickers on tile of this size is the easiest one to apply. Anything bigger or smaller is always a lot harder to apply. Okay. Okay. Okay, right here, and then it's neat. And then it's a control panel, just 2 more stickers left. It's good. It's a nice graphic design. Even the panel is showing a scan of the Death Star. So this are really nice graphic design on stickers. So. Okay, what's next? So we've got this here, and this. Damn it, I need to kind of flip this over again. Okay, so I need to fix here. Okay, and then what is this? Okay, I don't know how. Okay. Does it go through though? Oops, oops, oops. This is where it becomes really difficult. Okay. Okay, so just need to get it in. And this hurting my fingers so bad. If you push too hard, you might end up having your fingernail kind of peel off. This is insane. This is skin getting really dry. Okay, I think that's the best I can do. I don't want to end up hurting myself anymore. Okay. What? Okay. Like this, and then what's next? Okay. What? Okay, so this is how. So difficult at times. Okay. Okay, now that's fine now. These are just landing gears, but giving me headache. It's just quite difficult to get all connected. Alright, and just one time. Okay, so this is pretty nice. And okay, so yep, so this is all good. Yeah, I just want to make sure that there's no wrong direction or something like that. Okay, but the only thing I know is my fingers really hurting. Okay, and right here. Okay. There's interesting ways of creating the landing gear. And what's this? Okay. Oh, alright. What? What? Yeah. It's, like this. Yeah. Okay. 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 So just this. Okay. Let's switch back to it's the side. See, I'm not talking that much. One thing is I want to concentrate on building. Second thing is I don't know. Sometimes maybe it's good just to focus on building the set rather than making video, and I'm trying to force myself to talk as much as possible. But anyway, we've got back to done. Um, you still don't see, the shape, but I think it's a really nice technique to create the look of the shape. Yeah, so it's a nice chair too. But here we are. We've got Director Krennic and two Death Troopers. But I think this is a good cut-off point. I'm gonna, cut this video at this point and then resume building. Maybe back 3 and 4. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But that's it for this video, and good night.